back. Hopefully you can hear me now, whoever's in the chat. Sorry this has been an absolute disaster to start. The plan was obviously to play with Jim from Jim's Retro Emporium for some old school online digital co-op action, or Streets of Rage obviously. But it wasn't to happen, despite significant planning and practice went into it. For some reason when we went on it just all fell to pieces there. But I don't want to do nothing tonight, so I'm going to play it myself and try and do the challenge myself. Jim's Jim's Retro Emporium is now in the comments. Now I can hear you. It just wasn't meant to be, mate. I maybe need to change the setup a bit. I think maybe what we're trying to do today was just a bit too ambitious for my kind of primitive software setup, if you like. But anyway, let's get into it. So Streets of Rage, massive big favourite of mine growing up. As a kid, played it to death. My brother, best mate, Graham Wallach, is maybe watching tonight at some point. Might pop up in the chat. But yeah, it's quite difficult. I remember it being quite difficult. I played it loads of times, but usually by using cheats or spamming all the continues and stuff. But the Soul Knuckles challenge, you need to get all the way to the end, to the doors of the final boss, the big bad, without using a continue. So I'll try and do it myself here, which is harder, by the way, than it is when you've got company, because they don't seem to increase the number of enemies. The bosses get a bit harder, you get more bosses, but the number of enemies is the same. This game's got an absolute banger of a soundtrack as well, so every level's awesome soundtrack, but let's get into it. Right, so Streets of Rage, here we go. One player, so I'll go into options, I'll just show you. I'm going to be playing on normal mode, no cheats on here, so that's 3 lives to begin with. Every 50,000 points, the first 50,000 points you get an extra life, and it's every 100,000 thereafter. So you can kind of work out when I'll be getting an extra life. Keep me going in the chat, I'll do my best to jump across and keep an eye on the chat in between rounds or whenever there's a lull in the battle. But the pressure is seriously on now that I'm on my own. So let's go and see how we go. So I was always going to go Axel, because I said to Jim early on, it's like, it's my stream, it's my ball in it, so I'm going Axel. And he was going to play as Blaze, because Blaze is technically the best for this challenge, because she's the quickest, and it's all about speed in this, not getting scored by the bad guys. The other issue we had here was that the lag was pretty bad, so we'll soon find out how bad this lag is. Aye, it's horrendous. I'm a few seconds behind here. So, I can pretty much tell you now I'm not doing this, but I'll play for a little while. Maybe it'll get better as we go on. Oh man, I'm gonna have to like anticipate like seconds ahead. So, these guys are actually called signals. I didn't even know, but I've been doing my research online how to do this challenge. And they've all got names. These guys are called Garcias. And they change in colour as it goes on, but they only take a few hits just now, and their life actually goes up if they have weapons, which makes them a bit tougher to kill. But the secret is punch locking, so you want to reset your combo every time so that they never get away, you don't have to kind of re-engage. The tongue will be out, by the way, folks. The tongue of concentration. It's not been out already. So you get the apples and then you get the roast turkey dinners that give you full life. Which I thought, I actually think as a youngster that it was a rotten apple. I thought it was another brown apple, which I couldn't understand why the healthy apple gave you a little bit of life and the rotten apple gave you full life. But that's just how my 5-year-old brain worked. Bottles are shit, I think. As weapons. The weapons are good in this, but the longer ones are what you're after. Now we're talking. As I say, given that I'm working with like a serious amount of lag here, folks, there's no way I'm going to be able to glance in between the fights, so I'll need to save the comments till in between or pause it. But I appreciate there's someone there, so cheers for joining everyone and sticking with us. I know it was a bit of a disaster getting started there. It probably doesn't look like there's lag on your end, but it's horrendous on this end. What's everybody doing tonight anyway? How's their day been? The weeks haven't get. I think your fans can't be that excited if you're sitting watching me play this lag fest. Like I say, I appreciate it. Who remembers playing Streets of Rage? And did people play it on the OG Mega Drive, or did you have the Mega Drive too? I was OG Mega Drive. I've still got an OG Mega Drive. It's rigged up with my OLED, which is like sacrilege. Is there an apple? See what I mean? Is it just me, or does that look like a rotten apple over a roaster cake? See if we can deal with a few of these dudes first before I my Sunday dinner. So these ones are alright, it's once you get to the black ones that fall down when you hit them and then just throws off your rhythm. Right, here we go, the first boss. Hey, this guy's, he shouldn't really be taking much damage off this dude. He should have got him early when he came in there. See, it's one thing playing it, this challenge. So you can walk over this guy. Oh. It's one thing playing this challenge when you know you've nothing else to focus on but the game. It's different when you've got what's going on. Right, he was easy, he was piss easy. That's a good start. Let's have a look at these. So who have we got? Paul Tam's crazy that in Japan they have raves to the soundtracks to Streets of Rage. It's not crazy at all, mate. I've been raving all week. Listen to it, driving to my work, listen to the Streets of Rage soundtrack. It's a banger. And I actually, might be controversial, but I think there's extra life because I've hit 52,000 points. Every track on it is brilliant. This is probably one of my least favourites, but I think Streets of Rage's soundtrack is better than 2 and 3. I can't remember what 4's is like because I used the option to put the old soundtrack over the top of it. I feel the challenge isn't totally lost. See if I can get into a rhythm with this lag. It might be alright. It's just gonna be hard against the kind of faster moving guys. Take some of that. Never gets it. You never lose it. Never lose it. I just see the punch lock. It's hard because the time to reset the combo is difficult when I'm so many seconds behind. Quick pause. Right. Jim's Retro Emporium, the FOMO. I know, mate. I'm absolutely gutted that you're not playing it with me, and I'll try and get it sorted for a future one. It's just one of those things. You and Taylor, my good mate. Oh, mate, I know this has nostalgia factor, which even I appreciate, but could not cope when we played this a few years back. Pure sensory stress. Mate, you had to be there. You had to be there in the 90s playing it to get this. Paul Tams makes me laugh when you're in a building and the cop car just comes out of nowhere. I know. It's even better when you get to the boat level and the ferry and it just arrives. Like they've just been sitting on the ferry the whole time waiting on you. Marakissa, that's my brother. Marakissa, who initially I wanted on here. We talked about doing this, but he's in the Navy and he's actually overseas just now, so it wasn't going to happen. So Jim was my chosen warrior, but we all know how that went, which was no fault of Jim's. Wish I was playing it with you, sir. There you go. Aye, me and you both, bro. Jim's Retro Emporium, it was a technical disaster. We played just last week and it was grand, just a few kinks down out. We even had a quick play before we came on, and although it was laggy, everything was working fine. I don't know how it just fell to bits the minute we went live. Paul Tams, Mega Games for the win. Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Revenge of Shinobi. I've actually got that in the house just now, but it's not mine, it's my mate's. But I've got the OG version of that, mate. Pro Physical Media, I think that's Gareth, who has an awesome physical media channel. Even though, love the OG soundtrack, I sleeped it. You sleeped it, mate? I couldn't get to sleep. Maybe raving, man, under the covers listening to this. I'm going to Marcus. I'm going to bed before those big belly flamethrowers give me nightmares. Those diagonal attacks are ridiculous. Oh no, but you need to counter the diagonal attack. Anyway, let's go. I've got a plan for them. I've got a plan for them, Mikey. Don't worry. So, I need to kind of remind myself. I'm bad for remembering to use my special, because if you don't use your special before you die, if you're going to die, it doesn't carry over. So. I actually think the hardest boss in the game, well, the chicks are really hard, just timing wise, but the guys at the end of this level, the claw guys, are so difficult. They're not, if you get them as soon as they come in, which is the plan here tonight, pull it off, you'll see how much of a piss take they are if you can get it right. But if you let them out of the screen, into the screen, and get into their pattern, they're really difficult to deal with. See, up circle on the PlayStation pad. If you don't take any damage off these guys, you'll land on your feet. But that's obviously there's a bit of delay lag, so I need to be really early with that if I want to avoid taking any damage to those dudes. The most powerful combo in the game is the suplex, so like the knee suplex. So if you get a boss, that's what you want to do on them if you get hold of them. Some dudes are around later on to take up close. These guys should not be laying a glove on me, but it's the lag, honestly. I'm sure this guy's gonna be tricky because he's all about timing. So you need, if you touch this guy and try and grab him, you're done for, man. You need to just punch all those. See what I mean? I thought I could do it there because he. Punch lock him into oblivion. There we go. Change of brutality. Chris Evans on steroids. I really shouldn't be losing a life just now. This is how. Come on. Right, I'm not even taking chances for this guy. Oh, there we go, there we go. Now this might seem like madness before the boss. I've got a plan for the boss. Ah, come on. Quite love that. That flare for easier. See, Jim and I had practiced the double moves and everything, you know, like the grabbing each other and doing the somersault and all that as well. What could have been, mate? What could have been? Right, here we go. Right, this dude here, if you get him early, as soon as he comes in. Right, here we go. Boom, boom, jump over, and it glitches, and you're back again. But Garcia's done me up like a kipper. He's difficult to get a hold of now that he's out and about. He's just trying to grab him. Suplex. I don't think I'm getting it this one without losing a life. If you can if you stay down below him, you can take this guy on. One can't come near you until maybe a mistake using the old special. Ah! Oh shit. Anyway. I should be done now. bit like Sting, that guy, isn't he? He's like Sting cross with Freddy Krueger. Right, that was disastrous. Ideally, I wanted to be on 5 lives by now. I'll get another life just shortly on this. This level's not too difficult. This is the one on the beach with the Ultimate Warrior rip-off dude. But he's easy as well. A lot easier than that guy was. I like the beach song. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Moon Beach. The track's called Moon Beach. Yeah. Oh. Nah, I'm not going to counter that tonight. Use your special, use your special. I know, I duffed that there. I forgot that I had a special after I lost the first life. From the practice, Jim's quite special. Jim's quite pro specials. He's not scared to use them. Kicks are, I think the jumping kicks are not overpowered, but powerful in this game. With difficult enemies. A good way to kind of keep them at bay. Yeah, so apparently our Streets of Rage movie is in the works. I don't know. I mean, I'd absolutely love to see it. I'm actually surprised I've not done it already. I thought, like, given that we got I appreciate it's not as big as, like, it's not as big as Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and we got obviously movies for them in the 90s, but I'm surprised it's not happened since. I'm not sure if it's a Hollywood movie or if it's a Japanese movie that's doing it. I think it would work well as an animation like the Street Fighter films, but I'd be lining up to be one of the first ones in to see it in the cinema. If it goes in, that is. Plan was to do one with Paul Tams, so Paul has been in the comments. Plan was to, not immediately, not my next stream, but was to do Streets of Rage 2 as a co-op, but I might have to rethink that, given how much of an absolute disaster it was with Jim. But until we've got a better idea of what's happening, I might need to get a capture card or something. It's a bit more reliable. Especially if I'm going to be doing challenges, because I didn't really think about the latency and stuff. But we'll see how far we get. So, oh, here he comes. Right, Ultimate Warrior dude. What do I want to do with this guy? Do a jump kick. Oh, definitely without lag. But you can reset with the special, and then you can keep this guy at bay by just every time he gets up, he'll just run straight for you. And all you need to do is jump on the spot and kick him. The hard is, I'm making myself look stupid now. It's the lag is absolutely ridiculous. So I'm jumping too early because of the. Right, there we go. Right, once we get him in this once we get in this cycle, it shouldn't be too bad, as you can see. Paul Tamps, there was talks of a Streets of Rage anime years ago, but it never came to be. They did a Final Fight one though, which is class. Oh right, okay. See, Final Fight wasn't one I played because it was the Super Nintendo, wasn't it? I was very much a Sega man growing up, so Streets of Rage was my side-scrolling beat 'em up. But yeah, I'd definitely like to check that out. This game was brought out to basically a direct competition with Final Fight. And the difference between this and Final Fight was that Final Fight was an arcade port, a good arcade port, but an arcade port nonetheless. Whereas Streets of Rage was designed, there we go, from the ground up, always as a console game. Like this challenge is going to last long, folks. Given that it's pretty laggy in that, I'll probably just see how far I get when this continues, then bow out of that. We'll see if we can get to the end of this level. So that previous level isn't difficult. That should be what a level you gain lives on and not lose them. That was the one that I shouldn't be losing any. This one can be quite tricky. You get the fire breathing dudes at the halfway point, which is difficult. And I think it ends. Does it end with those guys, the fire breathing guys? I think it does. Get the dance moves. So the green guys are your first evolution of Garcias, as they're called. The ones that have like the white hair later on, the white and red. I think that's them all. And you've got a purple signal, there he is. Purple signal is they say is typically used to signify a boss, but not on this particular occasion. It does later on. These ones take more hits, the chicks. But later on they start to fall down after each hit. That's when they become really tricky. Hindness. Video Tasty's Hindness. Physical media for the thumbs up. Thanks for joining us, mate. I appreciate it's been a bit of a disaster so far, but it's still nice to see somebody in the chat. I appreciate it. So if you've got any other games you'd like me to play, just let me know in the chat. I've got quite a lot rattling about in my head. My plan is to kind of do one of these every fortnight. Do a gaming one every fortnight. And mix up retro and new. When I say new, it doesn't need to be like the latest release. I know Robocop was like a pretty much a brand new game. This is obviously an old one. But yeah, I'm up for suggestions. Last time people were interested in like Call of Duty, which I'm not too keen on doing, but I don't mind as a one-off. There was talk about the Alien game. Alien Isolation might be a good laugh, because I don't like scary games, I don't play them, so you'll see me being absolutely terrified live for the first time, which might be amusing, because apparently it's really scary. You've got Alan Wake, Resident Evil, stuff like that, you know. Try that stuff. Resident Evil 7 would be a good one actually. Played about 2 seconds of Resident Evil 7. My mate cruelly parachuted me into the Marguerite level. Anyone who's played it will know exactly what that's like. And he didn't tell me that he dropped me into the jump scare bit, and I absolutely shut myself. And I think I actually just panicked, paused, and didn't want to play anymore. On the share play, I need to control again. Killing yourself laughing, obviously. I'm not getting involved in that. ElectricGeek versus Jim Mortal Kombat. Jim would absolutely kick my ass playing Mortal Kombat. That's one I do have Mortal Kombat, the brand new Mortal Kombat, so I could play that if you fancy that. Do the story or just do versus. Could do that, I don't know, the best of GB Jim or something. If you fancy coming on, not in the future once I've managed to sort it out, just let us know. You don't have to have a channel or anything, it's just if you're keen and you've got like the ability to just do it yourself, you're happy being on the stream, then let me know. Keen to get people kind of involved, use this as a social thing, you know, element to the channel. Right, here's the boss, right, I think it's only one. Oh, I should have got him when he came in. Right, check to this guy, he's going to go past, and then you need to try and punch lock diagonally. Oh no! Oh, for fuck's sake, right. Hope it's going to be a Geek versus Jim Mortal Kombat would be cool. Ban them from using Sonya. Have you been on the receiving end of Sonya before? Karen. Oh, come off it, mate. Nah, not ending it there. He's getting done in first. Right. Not only is the stream been a disaster, but it's made me look like an absolute amateur at Streets of Rage, which just is not the case at all. Nah, I saw the story, I want to see friends become enemies. I was practicing like my juggle combos and all that with Scorpion. I was becoming decent at Scorpion against my brother when he was back, before he went away. But I know that Jim's an absolute diehard that's been playing Mortal Kombat for literally decades. I think he showed me stats for his Mortal Kombat 11 during lockdown. I think he had like nearly 400 hours of playtime compared to my 20 minutes of Mortal Kombat 1. I consider myself a reasonably good gamer. This is not a true representation of my skills here. But I'm not going to be able to compete with that. 400 hours of playtime. I was not bad at Call of Duty during lockdown, playing Warzone and stuff. I had ridiculous hours at that, but I'm very rusty now. Abandoned it, I just get fed up with it. Played it that much. Abandoned it. So I just missed out on all the good solo first player stuff. Andy, if only people knew how much prep went into this. Oh, I know, mate. People are going to think I'm just a sore loser, going on about the lag and all that. The good thing is, though, during the practice, I did quite easily do the Sore Knuckles challenge, so I could bring up my trophy and show you at the end. But I honestly think it's the first time I played it tonight, but my playthrough so far, Gareth. I feel I need to do it now off stream and just upload it with some commentary over the top of it. Saying that, to be fair, I feel I put that much work into it. There was this one good YouTube video, to be fair, that Jim and I worked off of. It had like 500,000 views, and it was an awesome breakdown on how, like, it was basically like the complete guide to Streets of Rage, all the boss techniques, all the rest of it. And that was a huge help. As soon as I started playing that, it just became so much easier to get to the end. What's that? Let's get to that apple. Yes. Yeah, so I kind of know that much about it, all the techniques now, that I feel I could probably do an actual video on it. It's maybe a bit off topic for my channel, but oh, we get extra life. This is the toughest level in Streets of Rage, I think. I know that the boss gauntlet, right? The boss gauntlet is hard, but if you can pull off the techniques that I kind of half-assed on this one because of the lagging on, you can get through a lot of the bosses that you take that if you get them in the command screen. Especially in two-player mode, if you've got someone to help you, kind of keep the little goons off you. You can finish, one guy can finish a boss really quickly and then go and help the other one. But it's the chicks that are tough. They've got names, they've got Japanese names, I can't remember what it is. But basically one initially will only try and jump kick you, and the other one will try and grapple you. As long as you dodge the grappler and just try and counter the other one's kicks, you deal with her first, and then the other one will inherit. I bet there's health in that. The other one will inherit the kicker's moves, and then she becomes much easier to counter. I think Streets Rage 2 is probably the pinnacle. Like, this is underrated and it's a lot of fun, but I think most people would agree that Streets Rage 2 was the kind of refinement of this series. Although 4 is absolutely excellent, really good, but it's obviously got an advantage over the first three, given it was made about 20 odd years later. But it is a true, like, faithful update to the original theme. See, he's a piece of piss if you just get the timing right. It's annoying. Just go straight through them. They'll always want at your back, so you just have to keep kind of moving forward with the jump. Until you whittle them down. And then you kind of lose momentum, they can back will get you. Get the specials into them. Best about those guys. Guys that I paid in the backside. I think this is. Get that guy back off. In Streets of Rage 2, I don't think you've got the ability to do that. Like, when you've got a weapon in this game, you can still grapple them. Which is a bit overpowered because you can do all your kind of purple grapple moves, and then the minute you're out of that, you've still got the weapon. But in Streets of Rage 2, you can drop the weapon, so I don't know if that was to make it a little bit harder. But I think Streets of Rage 2 is just an easier game in general. Well, it does have some tricky levels. I had a go at it the other night there. On this, and I got to that the fifth level with the big heavy boxer. He was an absolute nightmare. I don't remember him. He was the only guy. I had loads of extra life, so I had to use the continue, and I got to him, and he just shredded me. This guy's so once we deal with this guy, we get these two chicks who are actually they're just blazes. They're just blaze with green colouring. Okay, all of this used the time thing with this, so you can lose a life through time because they're time consuming to beat. So this one's the kicker. See what I mean in a minute. She'll try and kick and then you can counter. So you have to kind of deal with her first, because the other one, if she gets hold of you, she'll just grapple, but she'll always move away from you if you walk towards her. And then you're waiting for her to kick. You might move in on her. But if she gets your back like that, you're done for. Because there's no way to counter the suplex thing. So So I've got to lose a life just to time. It's the only time in the game really that it's an issue. Come on, go for it. There we go. So Professor Maria, Andy, what was your go-to arcade machine as a younger? Mine was MK Turtles. Oh, goodness. Aye, sorry. What was my go-to game? Probably like I was big into shooters. I mentioned this on a previous stream. Gareth, I don't know if you were in it, but I was big into like Time Crisis and Bunch of Cop and all that. I loved anything that had a light gun. Probably because when I started out, when I was really young, my dad used to. Do you remember? You hit up the chat if you remember, but do you remember Operation Wolf? Which was like an early side-scrolling light gun game, and it had the big Uzi 9mm. My dad used to hold me up so I could hold it. He pressed the button on the side, he would throw a grenade. It was like a special. So that was an early one, mate. But I played loads of games in the arcade. I loved them. It's so sad we don't really have them anymore. But you get those bars like there's one in Glasgow called NQ64, and they've got like Mortal Kombat 2 and all the like Time Crisis, all that stuff. They've got some really good ones. Turtles. The Glasgow one's pretty well stocked, and it also has like the OG Mega Drives, the SNESes and all that up the back that are chipped, I think, so you can play any kind of game you want. So they're pretty decent, mate. If you've ever get the chance to go to one of those, and the cocktails they do are awesome. Glasgow does this Mad Max cocktail, which is like just exactly what you expect from a Mad Max cocktail. It's strong as anything, it's on fire when you get it, in a kind of industrial kind of metal jar thing when you get it in. I think it's like tequila, but yeah, really good. As long as you don't mind being the centre of attention at the bar when like the drinks you're ordering are getting set on fire and all that. The Mad Max game could be a shout actually. I absolutely love the Mad Max game. It's brilliant, so underrated. But I'm a bit of a trophy junkie. And by the time I got around to playing Mad Max, I slept on it because I was always put off by the cover. And around about that time, certainly all through the kind of noughties, most movie tie-ins are usually cheap and nasty. Like not a lot of time goes into them. Back then anyway. And the cover looked kind of cheap and nasty to that game. So I just thought it was going to be like, you know, this kind of throwaway movie tie-in game. And I didn't bother with it. It was only later on. I was watching like one of these YouTube like top 50 underrated games, or it was like top 20 sandbox games you need to play, and Mad Max came up, and I couldn't believe how good it looked, how much of a write-up it was getting. Then I discovered there was loads of videos online about Mad Max because it's really popular, but the servers had shut, and there was this one shitty trophy. This one shitty trophy in Mad Max that you have to get. It's one of these ones where if you're connected online, when you stop playing the game, when you come back in, like you've got wee minions that are doing stuff for you, so you've got scrappers. So when you turn the game off and come back on again, your like scrapper team have kitted them out. Will pick up scrap which you can use to like update your stuff and all that. But because the servers were down, that didn't work, which meant you couldn't get that one trophy, which meant you couldn't get the platinum. And it was a pretty meaty platinum, some really difficult challenges in it. I thought, I don't know if I want to sweat my way through all that, knowing that I could never get it because of this. But I really hope that they were going to patch it, because it's the same, it's Warner Brothers Studio. You might know, mate. It's Warner Brothers Studio that had it. They did that with Lord of the Rings. There's a similar trophy with Lord of the Rings, the server shut, and they patched that little crappy one. But they did do it with Mad Max, despite people campaigning, which was annoying. But yeah, I'd definitely play that on here. It's fantastic. That's how you deal with that guy when you're not talking shit and dealing with lag. Easy. Belly idle. If you walk right across the top of these fast, no matter what happens, it doesn't get you, which is super lizards. Little hack. Rather than having to try and trigger it and then time it. Badger Fips, yes, I'm so ready for this. Oh mate, we thought we were ready for it as well, but it turned out to be an absolute disaster, but thanks for turning up, mate. The challenge was over about half an hour ago, because it's so laggy in one mode. But I'm still playing it, mate. I'm still enjoying the nostalgia and having you guys in the chat. I do appreciate it. Who is your favourite character to go in Streets of Rage across them all, or across the 3 or 4 games? Who do you like to go in each one? I'm an Axel man. I've always liked Axel, but I do appreciate this cool, especially in Streets of Rage 2, like Max and Skate. They're really cool. My brother and I, when we played it, used to always go like fight over who was Axel, but it would always be Axel and Adam, just because, you know, we're shameless kids of the 80s and 90s, where it just wasn't acceptable to go against them. Although Blaze is 100 times better than Adam. It's just pure sexism to play with. See when you get them trapped like that. It's all timing, Streets of Rage, it's all anticipating when they'll run at you and get the weapon ready and stuff. It's just too hard tonight with it. Anyway, Retro Gyms Emporium, this is killing me, Andy. I know, mate, because you know my skills, you've seen it. You've seen it off air, and I know that you know that this is doing me dirty, don't you? Or is it just because you wish you were playing? You're not missing much, mate, honestly, it's hard work. What's this guy jumping? Is he even capable of actually? Ah, there we go. That's what I get. How did that pull it? Still be alive. I probably shouldn't be. What do with him? He's hiding this gun and just let them kill themselves through stupidity. I can't even be arsed with him anymore. Just call in the boys. At least the soundtrack's good. It always delivers. I'll get another one back anyway when I die. For Christ's sake. Yeah, at least I've got some help for them. So let's deal with these guys. I think it's just this guy. Genie in that bottle here. And purple signal. And then claws. I think it's the two of them as well. This could be the end of the road. I don't think I've got any continues left. I thought that was it over. Genie did. The stubble stink with the claws. I can maybe get one of up the top before the second one comes in. Let's see if we can get it. See if I can show you this technique at least. No. Oh, there's one left. We've got one left, right? We'll keep going. We'll keep going. Every time you use a continue though, you'll notice that your points start at the beginning again. But that means you get that reset of the 50,000 points for a life. So you should be able to get an extra life quickly. Come on, mate! This is horrendous. Yeah, I would agree. Jim Rich Emporium. Yeah, the first game has the best soundtrack in the series. 100%. There's some banging tracks on Street Series 2 as well, but I think that's what I play. It's the best. Right, there we go. This is when it gets silly with the specials. So level 7 is the elevator level that takes you up to the big boss's hideout, and then it's the boss gauntlet through the corridor where you don't get the use of the specials anymore. But just the just the dynamics of where this car is. So you're like miles up on this elevator, and they can still, this cop in the car can still hit this elevator with amazing accuracy, but not hit you. See in a wee second. So the technique here is to kind of stay in the right and let them come to you, and then you can just throw them over. That's what I like to use anyway. Because they can throw you as well, so if you stay this side, then it kind of limits the chances of them throwing you over, because you can just as easily lose a life. Look at that. Commentator's curse. What do you think if we made it to the top of this elevator? A special in one life? I'm not so sure. Off you go. Off you go. Don't know how he never got me that knife there. That was cooked. Right. Not far off. That's another life here. 10,000 points. Might make it. We might make it into the hall at least. Maybe not. I think there's another. Look at this. £7,000. Come on, 6,000. Ah! There we have it, folks. The challenge comes to an end. Dreaded game over. Couldn't even get to the doors of the final boss without using all my continues. Or all my continues rather. I mean losing one. Ah well, what can you do? So we did do it, but just to save my blushes, I shall show you. Hopefully, show you that I've already popped the trophy. We'll get it up. Might jump on. Not been on that long, so I might jump on and do a few games of Mortal Kombat if you fancy it. See, the Streets of Rage has been an absolute disaster, and then I'll bow out for the night. But I appreciate everyone that's been in so far. So there was my wee clip. This is Jim and I playing when I popped the Sword Knuckles trophy. So we did do it during the practice run. So that was me. I had 3 lives left at that point when I popped it. Yeah, totally different to what happened tonight. You see the score there as well, nearly 500,000 points. What can you do? Didn't go to plan. I couldn't do it when it counted. Anyway, let's jump on in Mortal Kombat. So I'm actually only like halfway through the story of Mortal Kombat. Oh well, there's not going to be a next time, Gareth, I can assure you. Not with that lag, it's not even worth it. Unless I get a capture card or something, it's just not doable. I don't know if this will favour any better. I don't know if it changes from game to game. Because when I played Robocop on the live stream, it was through remote play as well, and there was no issue with it. It was obviously laggier than playing it direct on your TV, but it was totally playable. But that was absolutely horrendous. We could just do. So far I've got so far. Yeah. We'll just jump in. The secret agenda. Here we go.
Now please, let me explain.
I've got no idea what's going on here. So hopefully you can see a little bit of
but we don't work for Shang Tsung.
If not, why save him?
Because
his
Liu
nose.
Kang,
Ah,
Earthrealm's
right,
protector,
okay.
wants to question him. He
Sorry,
thinks
man.
Shang Tsung may be a threat to
Andy,
both
brother
our
in the community, I
realms.
appreciate you. I do, but my name is Nose.
I'm Kenshi
Nose
Takahashi.
or Nose?
Our kind do not
Cool.
shake
I just was
hands.
going off. I've watched a few of your videos, mate.
I'm
and
sorry.
I know what you introduced
I
yourself
didn't
as,
mean
so
to
sorry if
offend.
I've outed you there.
Don't you know what we are?
Badge of Pips, roll on the next
No,
Mortal Kombat
we
movie.
don't.
Whoop. I know.
We are
I
victims
watched
of Tarkat.
Mortal Kombat on 4K,
The
it's still
disease
amazing.
is not easily gotten,
I have to talk to Jim
but
about
you
it.
can't
We're
risk
actually gonna
more
be making
close exposure.
it's a good disc. It's pretty standard.
It
Good
disfigures,
HDR, good bright
then
HDR.
debilitates.
But it's a good movie,
In
man.
time, it will
Really
turn us
very
all
rewatchable.
into bloodthirsty monsters. Death is our only release.
I've not played this for a couple
So
months
you
since it
weren't
came out, so
always like this?
we'll have to see how we go.
I was once a rich merchant, but when I became ill, I was bashed. Now I run
Getting
this
network.
colony.
Connectivity problems. See, the thing is, right, I use Virgin, and I've got basically the best Virgin can offer. I've got 1 gigabyte Virgin. I get absolutely no issues whatsoever
Comes here
with
each
internet.
month to
Typically,
harvest it.
we have mobile
Release us,
TVs and
and we'll
ear devices,
capture
and we stream
Shang
4K HDR and all that.
And we'll find out why he's been coming here.
For some reason, when I'm using remote
promise.
play, it's absolutely dog shit. And it's really unreliable. Like Robocop was great.
Thank you.
When I tested with Spider-Man
Let
2,
you down.
and the run up to Robocop it was poor, and then tonight, playing a really simple, basic game like Streets of Rage, it was
This
just
was
wasn't
guiding
working.
us to Shang Tsung. Now we can't find him.
So I think I might have to ask Santa for a capture card.
I'll take you.
It's not Baraka was an absolute scary character playing that in
I've never been inside.
Mortal Kombat 1.
Stay here. We'll check it out.
The addition of crushed chitin larva proved an inspired choice. In testing, outcomes improved.
Right, let's get about it. Come on, getting fed up now.
I have marked.
But it looks like he's just part of the problem.
This is who my brother was when he was playing, and he was giving me an absolute hide. Did you block again? I think that's my only criticism of Mortal Kombat. I've played Mortal Kombat 10 recently, all the way through, and I did enjoy the story, and I like the variety that it can approach you to different characters and stuff. But the trouble is, you play a few levels, and you're just starting to get kind of decent and learn their moves, and then you jump on another character, and you feel like you're kind of back to square one, trying to learn combos. Anyone getting any combos for this guy? No special. Back forwards quick. See if anybody's winning a fight here. Ah, right, sorry, Roger. It's just gone off heavy, mate. To be, the stream has been somewhat of a disaster, although I do appreciate everyone who's came into it. I shall lower the game volume a little bit. I probably have to go to the... I'll put my microphone up, mate, just to the end of the fight. Hopefully that's... hopefully that sounds a little bit better. Yeah, I know, it's just frustrating. It's like a lot of work goes into it, so it is annoying when it doesn't. This is what happens when you dabble with live stuff. It had a lot of potential, but it wasn't. But like I say, it's still been fun chatting. And I've used it for a little bit of nostalgia as well. Maybe it's inspired you to go back and try Streets of Rage again. It's still very playable. Just don't play it on remote play.
The High Mage is brought.
It was messy, but we got the job done.
I thought Umgadi were loyal to the royal house. Yet here you are, scheming against the princess.
Jim's Retro Emporium. It technically carries on from Mortal Kombat 11, but serves as brackets another reboot at the same time. Badger, bless your heart. Technical issues can do one. Oh no, mate, it's a nightmare. I can't remember how you actually block in this. Is it R2? There we go. Kazim. Alright mate, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good mate. It's been a bit of a nightmare as I was just explaining there, but otherwise I'm good mate. I was working today and I went out, I was out on a 5k run, I was just on a 5k run because I was blowing out my backside with my mate Chris, who was managing it comfortably, but the speed we were trying to go up was just a wee bit much for me. So it was still a good workout.
Your plot ends here.
And then it was getting the kids to bed and stuff, and then jumping on here. So it's been all go. Some things have went better than others. I'm just going to call you Pro Physical Media, mate, because I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, and I don't want to offend again. So Pro Physical Media, I am bloody tired of autocorrect changing shit after I hit enter. Does MK have an original story, or does it continue on from the last game? Just kind of what Jim had said there.
You Earthrealm
It is.
still
It's like a
have
soft reboot.
unhealthy habits.
So I don't think it's a complete
You heard him.
brand new
You're not
story. I
fit
think
for
it kind of.
Tarkon.
I think the
I'm
end of
trying to
MK11 kind of
protect her,
reset
not
things
infect her.
on a multiverse
Heard
level.
about how you
Someone
lied.
can
Excuse us if we're skeptical.
someone can correct me if I'm wrong.
Cover him.
So it does kind of continue on, but they used that mechanism as a kind of an opportunity to restart. Hence Mortal Kombat 1.
Princess, are you all right?
Good stuff. Went to go see the new Hunger Games. Oh, what did you think of it, Kazim? I've not actually seen all the Hunger Games. I've only seen 1 and 2,
Yes, you're safe.
which I enjoyed, and I just
We've
never got around to
stopped
watching
Shin soon.
the third one. Is there 3 of them or 4 of them?
Why?
Jennifer Lawrence. But I've heard kind of good things about the new one and the female lead in it.
Princess, what's wrong?
It's really, really good. Her from
What
West
did
Side
you
Story.
do
I
to
forget
her?
her name.
It's what you've done, fool. Let
As
me
if
help
it's
her
right, it's time
before
for me
too late.
to sleep, so I'm off. Good luck to stream and the gym. Your money is under. Cheers, Badger. I appreciate you taking the time to check it out, mate. Do one more fight, and then I'll call it a night, folks. Like I say, if you've got any suggestions, anything you want to me to play in the future, just let us know. Or on the video side of stuff,
Time
you
to
know, the
finish my
physical
job.
video side.
Johnny, and
I have unboxings filmed for Enter the Dragon.
we're winging it.
Cities One
Whatever we
Space
do,
Odyssey.
we can't
I'm
hurt her.
planning a video on
Her?
my
I'm
TV.
worried about us.
Try and get it out before the end of the year. It'll be a kind of follow-up to the original
We can
video I
help
did, which was kind of like a hack
Your
for
blood.
improving picture quality. But I'll
How
take you through my
sweet it
telly.
would be to lick off my
Step by
fingers.
step and how I specifically set it up as though I'd just got it out the box.
Right.
I appreciate not everyone's going to have my TV, but it'll give you an idea of my taste and maybe an insight into the review side of things. So you can get a good look at what I'm actually watching my films on. How I set it up. To be as kind of close to the best and all that as I can possibly be. My bro was doing absolutely mental moves. Insane, I asked him to just do the same combo over and over again. He's sort of attack seemed pretty.
Don't deny
Oh,
your
pardon.
flesh. I must feed.
Yeah, no worries. No physical video, I appreciate that. As I say, it was genuinely. As I say, I thought that was your name, mate. Simple as that. I was just trying to be friendly, but I know you're yes. Can I guess you can remember I'll need to get over actually, I've not. I remember, I think you and our channels kind of started at the same time.
Kung Lao, help hold her down.
I was kind of keeping an eye on yours, seeing what you were doing. I remember when you started, mate.
Now or never, say so.
Admittedly, I've not been over in a while, but don't take that personally. It's just you know yourself when you've got a channel. It's hard to much to keep track of other people's stuff because it's easy doing your own. And also when you're doing reviews and stuff, but I think anyway. Jesus Christ. When you're doing reviews and stuff, I don't like looking at other people's reviews until I've done my own, just in case kind of I'm unconsciously biased towards maybe what
Melina.
you've seen. But then I never get around to actually watching them after I've done mine.
What's happened to your sorcerer?
But as long as
These
you're well, mate,
men were
and I do
sent to
appreciate you
disrupt
jumping
your
on
sister's
tonight and
treatment
spending a bit of time
and
with us.
scandalize Outworld
See,
by
it was too
revealing
long but
her
good.
illness.
I think there's 5, so
What?
is the new one the
Totally
5th
fake
one?
news.
Because he
Princess, we were
Jim's Rich Emporium, you're not doing too bad with Kenzie,
Have your
Andy.
stomach for
Cheers.
Earthrealm
I think
lies.
it's just on standard difficulty, mate,
We should
and obviously I'm
detain the
talking to you, who's not
Earthrealmers
really paying
and the
attention.
Tarkatan
But
we found outside. At
he's
least until
alright.
the Empress
just
is
button
ready
bashing,
to
to be honest,
respond
mate.
to this
I wish I had the
incursion.
fatalities down. I don't think you can do fatalities in story mode though, which is annoying, because obviously it's not going to fit the narrative they've got planned if you start tearing folks' arms and legs off and all that. Each round.
But she must realize
But I
that
remember
this incident
one of the other
proves
chapters.
Earthrealm's bad faith. We
There are
must
some
strike
that
them
built into
now
the
to
story
protect
where they give you the
ourselves.
opportunity to do it.
No. They would not do this. There must be a
Aye,
misunderstanding.
5 altogether. Cool. Yeah, I might be going to be. I'm not going to watch the new one because I need to see the other ones first. On my watch list, I've watched half of It Follows, which I've had for ages, right? I'm usually really quick at turning on my cinema paradiso rentals. But because that one's a horror, I've kept finding reasons to put it off. And last night, stupidly late, I put it on, and I got quite far into it, and then I was like, that's enough for one night. It was starting to get tense. I'll finish it. Might finish it tonight. I just got up to the point
I
where,
apologize for not arriving sooner.
in fact, I would say, just in case no one's seen it. But yeah, things will just start to get a bit spooky.
The princess is safe.
Proper video. I started uploading a lot, but then life hit, so I now really upload. Alright. I do still share on socials like Facebook and Insta. I need to head off. You take care, folks, in the chat. No worries. Cheers for that, mate. Yeah, it's not easy, mate. I've had breaks as well. I think people that don't or have never had a go at content creation, YouTube or that, they maybe don't understand or appreciate, which isn't their fault, how much work it takes to do videos.
Assist me.
You know, the creative side, the editing, finding the time to actually film them, buying the stuff if you're a physical media channel. It costs money, obviously, to get the stuff in early. Nobody wants to see a review 6 months after it's been out.
What truly happened here, sorcerer?
So yeah, hopefully we'll see you back on it though, mate.
The princess's treatment was
And you'll come back to YouTube at some point.
They were here to capture me for Liu Kang.
You? Why?
That I must investigate.
This
For
is
now,
like young
let us
Shank soon,
revel
I
in our
think.
good fortune. The Earthrealm's serendipitous arrival has given us ample evidence to convince the Empress of
remember
the
that
truth
dude's
of
name.
Quan Chi's prophecy.
Quan Chi, he was the kind of big bad that came in the kind of 3D era, wasn't he?
Inevitable.
Once we moved
Not
away from
necessarily.
Mega
The
Drive and
Empress has
PlayStation.
never been eager for conflict.
If you miss, you will be replaced.
Right, last fight. Here we go. Oofed. Jesus. Can he beat the old jump sweep? The old jump sweep wins out in every fight game, doesn't it? I know it's all about the juggles and the juggling in this though. Once you get the juggle combos going. It's usually like triangles up and square in this. There we go. I really need to finish the story in this, but I just wanted to give you a wee extra something, seeing as the Streets of Rage said quite good plan. I don't know what to be honest, folks, I don't know how I did that. I could maybe get like an uppercut on the end of that big slash house thing to get him in there. Jim and I, when we were practicing Streets of Rage the other night, because it's on the Sega Mega Drive Master Collection thing. So there's loads of games. There's loads of games on it, and for a laugh, we started playing some. The Mega Drive version of Virtua Fighter was on it. God, that is absolutely terrible on the Mega Drive. So bad. Is it Takara? Kung Lao's fatality in the new movie was absolutely disgusting. Is it Tara? Shiva? I can't remember. It's the flying chick anyway with the minging teeth.
There is nothing more
I
foul.
think it's like sawed in half.
You
You spoke too soon, Baraka.
Super Baraka. I think from memory looking at YouTube, but I think Baraka's got some of the best fatalities in this. There we go. They're really simple now, though, aren't they? Like back in the day, like how did you even know what the? It was difficult to even know what the fatalities were. You had to buy like cheat guides and these like Sega magazines and all that kind of stuff, or watch Games Master. Who remembers Games Master? To try and find out these wee like hacks and stuff. Now you just Google it in 2 seconds. It's like that Streets of Rage thing. Not that I demonstrated it tonight, but I googled like YouTube a guide of how to do it, and I was basically an overnight expert for doing that challenge. Same with this, and they've kind of dumbed down the fatalities as well in this, haven't they? I think when I played my bro. They're only like 2 much presses, like if you're in the right place. You just have to best like follow the circle. Oh, never land those. This time. What's that doing? They bother me. Johnny Cage voice actor nails it. I think Carol Urban's going to be good as Johnny Cage. See them then, if your series are good. I thought the cutscene, as much as I love Indiana Jones, Johnny Cage's like intro in this is a massive like mock-up of a Indiana Jones movie he's doing,
my family.
and it goes on forever. It's so long.
You'll pay for their suffering, Tarkatan.
I don't know if that's just because I was impatient to fight. But as much as I like the kind of story-led campaigns, I don't know, I thought that cutscene was just far too long. Just wanted to get about it. Reptile was always like, I loved Reptile in the, was it Mortal Kombat 2 Reptile was introduced as a secret character? I think it's cool that they've got transforming into the reptile form. Obviously the old Mega Drive days, it was just they'd pull his mask off and you'd see every glimpse of a reptile face. Reptile got killed off. Oh, nice. Reptile got killed off a bit quick though from memory in the movie. Which was a bit of a shame. I know he's more of a major character in the the old school movies are certainly in there. It's Annihilation, he's got a massive fight sequence that I think was added in late in the day. Maybe that's the one to get further up with.
We are leaving.
Then kill me. If I die,
Jim, I agree, it was very long-winded. Yeah, I just thought that cutscene went forever. Reptile was in the first game as a hidden character but playable in Mortal
not
Kombat
that
2.
what I've
Ah,
done
okay.
deserves yours.
I thought he was playable in Mortal Kombat 2, I just couldn't remember. I knew he was a hidden character at some point. Anyway, seeing as I parachuted us in halfway through the story in Mortal Kombat, just for a wee bit of beat 'em up action there, seeing as it was kind of getting mentioned. But thanks very much, folks, for joining me tonight. It was difficult. It threw me. I'm not usually lost for words, but I hold myself in high. I hold myself to high standards, shall we say? And I don't like it when things go wrong. Especially when I put a lot of time and effort into it. I want to deliver the best kind of stream for you, and I love Streets of Rage, and that didn't do it justice tonight. But what can you do? These things happen. We live and learn, and it won't be the last gaming stream. I'll maybe have a look at the hardware that I've got and see what we can do over Christmas. Get it running a bit smoother. Maybe look at emulation as well for the retro stuff, just to make things a bit simpler. But we'll be back. We'll be back doing other games, and like I say, you know how to hit me up. You can hit me up on the chat here, or you can hit me up on Instagram. All my links are down in the description there. My door is always open if you've got any suggestions, or if you want to come on and play a game or something like that in the future, you can do. Thanks very much for anyone who's joined in the replay as well. It's much appreciated if you've came on and took the time to watch the rest of it, if you've seen some of it earlier or if you missed it in total. So I appreciate each and every one of you that comes on and sticking with us, even though it all went a bit Pete Tong. But I've been Andy, your Electric Geek. I'll leave you there. Until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.